Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard here, teaming up with CrashLove Gaming to bring you part 2 of our list of top 10 most forgettable Gen 1 Pokemon. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, which contains numbers 10 through 6, go ahead and click here or on the link in the video description and it will take you straight to part 1, available only on Crash's channel. Watch it and then come back and watch this video. Go ahead, I'll wait. Okay. Now that we're all caught up, let's jump back into the list. What makes a Pokemon memorable? Odds are it was either featured a lot on the TV show, or it just looks really cool. Well, Paris clearly doesn't have either of those things going for it. As a matter of fact, it doesn't have much of anything going for it at all. It's basically a sad and pathetic looking insect with mushrooms growing on its back. Mushrooms that can apparently control its mind. That's just about as weak as you can get. Sorry, Paris, you are the runt of the Gen 1 litter. Like Crash said in part 1, we certainly got our fair share of unimpressive flying and water types out of Gen 1, but I think it's safe to say we got a lot of bad grass types too, and they don't get much worse than Tangela. This guy is literally a ball of freaking vines with eyes and shoes. At best, it looks like it should be the first stage in an evolutionary line of 2 or 3, but it doesn't evolve at all in Gen 1. We had to wait all the way until Gen 4 for this guy to finally evolve, and when it did, we got this monstrosity. Terrible. Just terrible.
Like I mentioned in part 1, Seal's my inspiration for doing this entire list. It's pointless. It's a fucking seal. And its name is Seal. It's almost like whoever was in charge of naming Pokemon was out sick the day that they had to name this thing. Oh, we still gotta name this last Pokemon. What's it look like? It's a fucking seal. Just call it Seal, with 2 E's to avoid a lawsuit. Ridiculous.
Pop quiz, what was the first ever fish Pokemon? If you said Magikarp, you and I and everyone else would be almost right, but not quite. Before Magikarp, there existed Goldie. Don't remember Goldie? Don't feel bad, no one does. Goldie is just your average fish. Nothing special, unique, or memorable about it whatsoever. Its existence is completely overshadowed by Magikarp in every single way. Magikarp is infamous for being weak and useless, then undergoing one of the most drastic evolutions in Pokemon to date into arguably one of the most iconic, powerful, and intimidating Pokemon we have. And Goldie is just a fish, which evolves into a slightly more retarded looking fish. It's literally the only Pokemon that, when I encountered its silhouette playing Pokemon Go, I had no idea what it was. This happened several times over the course of a few days until it finally popped out of the grass and I went, oh yeah, Goldie, that's a thing. It's literally the only Pokemon that I completely forgot existed from Gen 1. I know Crash said that Seal was his inspiration behind doing this list, but Goldie was mine.
Question. What type of bird is best? Answer. Not this one. Farfetchd is so forgettable. It's the only Pokemon from Gen 1 not to get an evolution, a baby form, a mega evolution, counterpart, or anything else making reference to it in the last 20 years since it was released. It seems like its only reason for existence is to cut the tree outside of Vermilion City. In the Pokemon universe, humans actually eat Farfetchd, and it carries an onion with it for seasoning. That means it's either stupid or its will to live is so low it would probably jump into a pot of boiling water unprovoked. Seriously, the only thing that makes Farfetchd worth remembering is how forgettable it is. And that's all for this list. I want to thank Captain B-Nard for helping me out. I'm CrashLove37 from CrashLove Gaming. You can check out my channel here, and you can check out more videos from Captain B-Nard right here.
Thanks, Crash, and yes, that's it for now, but we hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe to both myself, Captain B-Nard, and CrashLove Gaming if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new videos in the future. So, that's it, and we will see you next time.